Hey Megamaniacs, Mr. MegaManFan here. You know, it's that time of year, January, where people reminisce on the year that was, talk about their best of, their worst of, their thoughts for the new year, and all of that. But I decided instead of giving you a list of my best or worst of 2018, I would do something a little different and tell you about what GameCube games I got in 2018. But as it turns out, that's going to have to be a multi-part video because I went pretty hard on the GameCube games this year, past year I should say. And if you hear a cat sniffling, that's my Tango wandering around sniffing dust bunnies and making himself sneeze. He's funny like that. But anyway, this is the first 20 GameCube games that I picked up from 2018, so I'm going to give you my quick thoughts on each one of these and then bring you more in a future installment of Retro Hunting Adventures. So let me start out with this stack right here after the intro. Alright, so first on the pile we have All-Star Baseball 2003 with Derek Jeter. I picked this one up when I was in Sioux Falls, South Dakota because sports games are cheap and I didn't have it. Not really into playing baseball games on consoles very much, but lately I've discovered sports titles are an easy way to fill out a collection. American Chopper 2 Full Throttle. This one I got off of eBay simply because it was on Peanut Butter Gamer's list of the 10 worst GameCube games of all time. I take things like that as a perverse challenge. If you say it's terrible, that just makes me want to try it for myself. And much like All-Star Baseball, it wasn't that expensive. Speaking of inexpensive, the Ant Bully was only $3, and I picked this one up because I already had a sealed copy of the Ant Bully that I had never taken out of the shrink wrap. I guess that goes to show you how terrible the game is, right? Well, this way, I never have to. Now I can keep my sealed copy sealed, and I can play this one. So, the Ant Bully, for $3, could hardly go wrong with that. Aquaman. This is another one that was on PBG's 10 worst GameCube games, and it is every bit as bad as he said, but it's complete, manual disc and everything, and it works. I tried it, and then I stopped trying it because it's terrible. ATV Quad Power Racing 2, or is it ATV 2 Quad Power Racing? Let's see. Quad Power Racing 2. Played this like once, and I remember almost nothing about it except it's a racing game and you're on those little four-wheeler racers. So it was another cheap game. A lot of these games that I picked up, Aquaman being a notable exception, did not cost me very much money. In fact, this one actually cost me less than the sticker price because I got it on sale. So Batman Begins. But this one I definitely did want. And although I only had a short amount of time to play it when I tested it, I actually found I was enjoying it quite a bit. So I'm going to come back to this one. Batman Begins. Next up is a game I bought because it's cheap and it looks terrible. Beach Spikers Virtua Beach Volleyball. I'm assuming this one is just a cheesecake factory, but I never even got that far. I put it in to test it, and I was done with it, so... maybe if somebody wants me to stream it, I would consider it, but then again, that E for everyone rating might be a little misleading. Bionicle? Well, I tried to get the sequel to this game, but I only ended up with this game, but it is complete. It's a kid's show. And that's really all I know about the Bionicle franchise. Was that a trading card one or was that one of the spinning top ones? Either way, I got it because it was cheap. And that's definitely the case with Bratz. As you can see, this one was only $3.99. And if you paid more than that, it was a crime. And if you paid less than that, it's probably the right amount. This one is no bueno. But trying to fill out a GameCube collection, and it was inexpensive. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2. This feels like it's in a replacement case. The case feels off. I mean, it looks like a giant DVD instead of the little GameCube spindle. Haven't bothered to fix that, but haven't cared either because it was just a cheap addition. So, did what I did. Dance Dance Mario Mix. I picked this one up in Sioux Falls, and I didn't have a dance pad until just about a week ago when I picked one up in a liquidation sale for, not kidding you, $1. It was marked down 90%, so I now have the dance pad to play the game, but for a while all I had was the game itself. Now what I'd really love is to get the boxed edition that came with the pad and the game all together, but I've never had that kind of luck. I would have actually bought it new when it came out, but none of the stores got a shipment of it in, or if they did, they sold the one copy they had immediately, and I was never able to find it, so I was just happy to pick up the actual game all these years later. Disney's Party. This one I negotiated with on eBay, got it down to a few bucks from the seller, and probably because it's a party game, and probably because it's terrible, but I was looking for Disney games and trying to get the ones I can because some of these Disney sports games are really expensive. Thankfully, Disney Sports Soccer was not one of them, but the others, I believe there are at least 3 more, those are far off dreams. Probably not in my budget anytime soon. Ed, and Eddie, another Sioux Falls pickup from the Last Stop CD shop. Complete. I only watched a few episodes of this show on Nickelodeon, so I don't know it too well. Played it for a few minutes to make sure it worked, and was pretty much satisfied with that. Enter the Matrix I picked up because it was only a couple of bucks in a clearance bin at Half Price Books, and it's a spine variant. And for just the price of a few bucks, I can deal with getting a spine variant because I had the yellow player's choice, but now I have the black. So that one was just to scratch an itch about how my collection should look. Call of Duty, picked this one up at a Half Price Books right before the end of the year, and it was like $1 or $2 more than I wanted to pay for a Call of Duty game, but I also had a coupon, so I decided to just live with it. Same goes for Cell Damage, a little more than I wanted to pay, but I got 20% off on it, so I was happy with that because this is one I had actually been looking for quite a while, and finding it at a Half Price Books in Des Moines, I was pretty ecstatic about that. I will be playing this one a lot, so this one well worth the 15 minus 20%, so I believe $13.50. $13.50 well spent on that one. One of the more expensive ones I bought and totally worth it. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This one was like, whatever. It's complete and it's in good condition. I don't remember it being any good whatsoever, but I have it now. Crash Tag Team Racing. This was also a late 2018 pickup from Des Moines. Happily, it is complete. This also was one I had been looking for quite a while. So again, sticker price is more than I normally would care to pay, but considering I hadn't ever found that one before just December of last year, I was okay with that. Now, there's a story behind Custom Robo. I got this case from a liquidation sale for $1. It's obviously a little rough, but I figured since I had the case and the instruction manual, I could eventually get the loose disc and make a complete set. And after searching around for a while on eBay, I finally found the loose disc. It was not easy. It wasn't until May that I finally got the disc, and I had the case and the instructions way longer than that. At least, let me look at my list here. How long did I have customer before? I had it for 4 months before I finally got the disc to make it complete. But it is tested, working, and complete. So that's part 1 of my GameCube retrospective for 2018 as we go forward into 2019 collecting and playing video games. I'm Mr. MegaManFan saying thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.